Hello and welcome to the Cinematic Attic YouTube channel. I'm Mike. How you doing? This is the channel where we celebrate all movies, all genres, and all types of physical media. So if that's okay with you, welcome. Okay, this time around I have a moderate haul of new items to showcase before I show everything else I picked up. Starting with items that are related to Vinegar Syndrome, my favorite company. I got no Vinegar Syndrome titles from the actual Vinegar Syndrome label. The only thing I got from them was this shirt. Finally found a shirt that is in my size, that is in stock, that is not black because I don't like black t-shirts, and one that I could possibly wear to a family function. So yes, happy with the shirt. Anyway, some partner label pickups. I got Everything to Entertain You, the story of Video Headquarters, video store. I'm always a sucker for any kind of documentary about video stores, so had to grab this. So that is from Enjoy the Ride, partner label. Another documentary that I missed when it came out because I didn't realize what it was. Um, I saw this on Amazon. I rented it. I saw it come up as being a Yellow Veil Pictures release and thought, gee, I wonder if they put it out. Yeah, I missed it. We Kill for Love, the lost world of the erotic thriller, all about 90s thrillers. It's a long documentary, 163 minutes. That was awesome. So happy to have another documentary about a subgenre of movies to dig into. So there you go. And the last one, the latest from VHS Hitfest, Blind Faith. I did a lot of upgrading of old full screen DVDs. Um, so you'll see a lot of that here, more than VHS upgrades this time. Starting with the Alien Factor. This one came out from Retro Media, and it is widescreen, at least 178 to 1 widescreen. This movie I've had in a Mill Creek 50 pack, and wanted to get it in the correct aspect ratio. Same story with this release from Dark Force Entertainment, Hundra, I think a pre-Conan barbarian story, movie I should say, not story. Again, had that on a Mill Creek 50 pack in full screen. So, replaced that. From Blue Underground, I just got the DVD because that's all I needed. The Girl from Rio, again, upgrading a full screen. I think Mill Creek DVD. Here is a VHS upgrade from Massacre Video. This came out a while back, City in Panic. I forgot to buy it at the time, but it will upgrade this VHS. From Code Red, and again, these are not new releases, but I got this double feature of Lightning Bolt and The Resurrection of Zachary Wheeler. I already have Lightning Bolt on DVD, but I did not have the second feature in widescreen. Again, another I think that was on a Mill Creek 50 pack. So I got it mainly for this. Also from Code Red, although it doesn't really say so, Shadows in an Empty Room. A Italian crime film, I believe. I've seen it before. It's been a while, but I had it on a uh, bad full screen DVD. So grab that. Another full screen DVD upgrade, this time from Cauldron Films, Shanghai Joe. Getting the Blu-ray of that. From Warner Archive, got the latest Looney Tunes collection, Volume 3 of the Collector's Choice. Again, I was not disappointed at the 25 cartoons, of which I already owned very few. So these have been paying off wonderfully. And also, I got from Warner Archive this DVD that I believe has been out for some time. Command Decision. And I got that upgrading this VHS. Alright, so I wanted to upgrade this full screen DVD of Confessions of a Police Captain, and the only place I could find it in widescreen was this Dutch edition, maybe German, not sure. But there you go. Label is Film Art. Arrow released recently a complete Sartana box of Sartana westerns, Italian westerns, and I needed to upgrade some of these from full screen DVDs. So I got the box from Arrow, complete Sartana, and get these films. I love Italian film titles. Anyway, got that nice box from Arrow Video. Next up, some items from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. I finally picked up a copy of Over the Edge. I did not get the previous, I think, Arrow edition. I'm not sure if it was Arrow or someone else. So when this came out, I finally grabbed a copy. It's from the Shout Select line, Over the Edge. Haven't seen it. I've heard so many good things, so I'm looking forward to watching it. Crucible of Horror. I'm upgrading a full screen DVD. And I wanted to get a copy of Class of 1984 because I've never owned it. So I got this Scream Factory Blu-ray. From TerrorVision, got two releases, two of the newer releases. Got The Jar, a really bizarre little horror film. And I got this one specifically because I have an old VHS that needs to be upgraded. So, got The Jar. And I got Dante's Inferno. This is from 1911. Silent film. Dante's Inferno. I was really looking forward to seeing a 1911 interpretation of Dante going through the Inferno, all the levels, seeing how they would depict them in 1911. So this was a pretty fun film. From Film Masters, got the Swiss Conspiracy. Um, they have been doing great work in terms of, at least for me, upgrading a lot of old full screen DVDs of public domain ish movies where there is no other widescreen edition out there. So they've been doing some great work, and that's why I got this. I have a full screen DVD, so now I have a widescreen Blu-ray. Got this exploitation cinema double feature DVD. I remember seeing these back in the stores back in the day. But I got this one specifically to get a widescreen copy of Wacky Taxi because I have it on a Mill Creek 50 pack in full screen. And I get Super Argo as a bonus. Criterion had a flash sale. And I had, I think, $30 worth of coupons. So I did pretty well. I got three titles during the sale. The one that I've been meaning to get, The Story of Temple Drake. This is from 1933. Miriam Hopkins. Jeez. I'm really eager to see her performance in this. I saw her in the 1930s Jekyll and Hyde, and I thought she was fantastic. So this is supposed to be a really great role for her. So I'm looking forward to that. This being from 1933. I got The Tree of Life because there is a longer cut on here, so I wanted to make sure I got this edition. So I might as well, so I figured I might as well get it during the sale. This the Terrence Malick film. And the last one I got, Todd Browning, triple feature. It's great to get these two, but I'm really happy to get Freaks and Blu-ray. I remember seeing Freaks on VHS probably late 90s for the first time. Great film. So, yeah, Todd Browning triple feature here. Todd Browning's Sideshow Shockers. Then a couple Criterion that I got at other times. This one I bought thinking I had ordered the Blu-ray, but it looks like I had only ordered the DVD. That's fine. But finally picked up Ghost World. And that will upgrade this VHS that I've had forever. More on this later. And I also upgraded 2 full-screen DVDs in one package here with both of these films, The Shooting and Ride in the Whirlwind, 2 films by Monty Hellman. As I said, both of these upgrading full-screen DVDs. Then, latest Marvel film, The Marvels. I don't care what all the people who just want to be negative say. This was not a terrible movie. I enjoyed it. But yeah, got the edition from the Disney Movie Club, which of course is going away. But yeah, got the Marvels. Got a couple from Raro Video. Both of them to upgrade full screen DVDs. Magnum Cop. Some Italian crime with Maurizio Merli and Joan Collins. And Star Pilot. This being a, I believe, Italian science fiction film. Moving over to Kino Lorber. They're at it again, folks. Dark Side of Cinema 17. And I believe 18 is already released or will be in a few days as of this recording. But you get Edward G. Robinson and, well, actually all these. Nightmare, which I've seen, which is a remake of an earlier film that starred DeForest Kelly. I've seen both. Same story. Black Tuesday. And Vice Squad. So 3 more in the series. The never-ending film noir series from Kino Lorber. And that's okay. To upgrade a full-screen DVD, I sound like a broken record. Bronson in Cold Sweat. You'll see later in the video that I found a copy of Kino Lorber's Night Strangler at a antique mall for I think $4. And it and The Night Stalker on Kino Lorber Blu-ray are both out of print at this point, and not the cheapest. But since I found that one, I had to go ahead and order the first one, The Night Stalker. And that will, of course, upgrade a VHS. And a couple more Kino Lorbers to upgrade full-screen DVDs. This one is just the DVD of The Deadly Trap with Faye Dunaway, Frank Langella, and Attack. Then from Kino Classics, once again, upgrading a full-screen DVD. Kill Baby Kill. Mario Bava. And finally, for all the releases that I want to showcase here at the beginning of the video, finally, we got a copy of this movie in widescreen on disc from Umbrella, The Hitcher. So happy to finally upgrade this VHS. And the DVD that was out there was full screen too, so here we have nice widescreen Blu-ray from Umbrella to solve all of our problems, all of our Hitcher problems. So there we go. All right, here's everything else I picked up. I ordered the newly announced Ninja Terminator Blu-ray thinking I was going to upgrade this VHS. Turns out this VHS, the film that is called Ninja Terminator, is not Ninja Terminator. It is instead the movie Ninja Blacklist. So I went ahead and ordered this DVD, which is probably the best you can find, to upgrade this VHS. Found this Criterion edition in a Goodwill for $3. From Amazon, got this Blu-ray to upgrade these 2 VHS. Went to some antique malls, found some good stuff, including the Suspiria remake, The Night Strangler from Kino Lorber. This one is out of print, so I got this for $4, which was an amazing deal considering on eBay it's somewhere around $60, give or take. Decoys, Werewolf Hunter, Hardcore Henry, the recent Swamp Thing series, complete series, The Northman, The Northman, Extreme Limits, got a B Western, some Bob Steele with Nevada Buckaroo,
Lady Whirlwind, and Under Siege 2, which will upgrade this VHS. Got this Blu-ray to replace this full-screen DVD. From Goodwill, some DVDs. These 3 will upgrade these VHS. From a thrift store. And these will upgrade these 2 VHS. Got this DVD to replace a version that I have on a Mill Creek 50 pack, but it's not a case of replacing the full screen version, because this is still a full screen version, the only version I know that exists. But strangely, the version on the Mill Creek set is in black and white, and the movie's not supposed to be in black and white. So I just got this to get it at least in color. And then I got this Roger Corman set. I already own these movies, but you can see 2 of them here are actually in widescreen, and Last Woman on Earth is actually in color, which is supposedly how it's supposed to be. So just getting some better versions of those films. From Dollar Tree. Got some items from eBay. I picked up this Blu-ray to upgrade this VHS. I got this, actually Olive Blu-ray, to upgrade a full-screen DVD. Unfortunately, this doesn't even have the trailer, so I have to keep the DVD because it does. I got this Film Detective DVD of Suddenly because it is in 175:1, which is a wide ratio compared to all the other public domain-ish DVDs that have it full screen. So just wanted to pick that up. From an antique mall. DVDs, some VHS upgrades. There's a B-Western. And this interesting edition of an Indian film. 2 discs, a sticker, postcards, and a brooch. Couldn't pass that strange setup for $1. And from a Goodwill. So these VHS can be deleted. From eBay, I got this widescreen version of this movie to upgrade the full screen version that I have. From Goodwill, got these 4 items. This one, upgrading a VHS. And from eBay, I got this disc to upgrade this full screen version. Went to an antique mall where I got these items, including a bunch of Doctor Who, and this one will upgrade VHS actually. Then from a Goodwill, I got these items, including one of the Vault series from Universal, and this one will upgrade this VHS. Got this DVD to upgrade this VHS. From an antique mall. Some DVDs, including these 5 that upgrade these VHS. One Blu-ray. And then some television. Also for deletion. Went to an antique mall, and at one booth I found these items. This is a 1918 Mary Pickford film. This is actually Vinegar Syndrome partner label, art label. Interesting finds at one booth. And at another booth, at that same antique mall, I got a lot of Blu-rays. Blu-rays there were $2 a piece. DVDs were $1. 4Ks were $4. So I picked up a lot. There's the one 4K. And so these can be deleted. Got this DVD because I wanted to upgrade this VHS, but I didn't need to pay for the Vinegar Syndrome 4K. This is good enough. Upgraded this VHS with this DVD. Not a lot of options for getting this on disc, and as far as I know, nothing in widescreen. If someone knows that there's a widescreen disc somewhere, let me know, please. But just wanted to get this on disc.
Okay, this time around for the Pantheon segment, which looks at some of my favorite films of all time, I have 2 dramas that are also comedies, at least to a certain extent. And the first is the one I showed earlier, Ghost World, from 2001, directed by Terry Zwigoff, with Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson. Based on the comic by Daniel Klaus, which was serialized, I suppose you'd say, in the comic book 8 Ball, which I have a couple issues of. You also happen to, in this edition, get a little 8 Ball comic book. This one I loved the first time I saw it way back when, probably not too long after it came out. I probably rented it. My VHS copy that I showed you, I believe, is a copy from the video store where I first rented it. I remember the video store where I used to rent a lot of my movies was just called the bookstore, and it had that sticker on it, so I know it came from there. So for all I know, this could be the actual copy I rented. But this was back at a time when I was really into quirky dramas, quirky, funny dramas. And of course, obviously, interested in anything based on a comic book. But this also has Steve Buscemi in a funny role. Well, they're basically all funny roles. It's basically misfits, a tale of misfits, how they're trying to make it through life and the things they encounter. And I enjoy a lot of the things that they deal with in the movie, like record collecting and all that kind of stuff. The opening credits of the film with the dance number from the Indian film Gumnam, which is a 1965 film. Seeing that and hearing that song, John Chan Ho, I loved that song, and I was really, at the time, interested in seeing that Indian film. And of course, I did track it down. I have a copy in my collection. It's an adaptation of Agatha Christie's "And Then There Were None," where people go to an island and are picked off one by one. But of course, it's Bollywood, so there's singing and dancing. So this movie led me to that movie. Um, that song is one I still listen to, and as a matter of fact, there's a few tracks on the soundtrack that are just amazing, including the theme. But yeah, this was just the kind of film, one of the kinds of films I was into back at this time. So this one became my favorite, and it's kind of crazy that it's taken me this long to get it on disc. Anyway, Ghost World. I'm sure you've seen it. If not, check it out. Especially if you like quirky drama comedies. It's good stuff. So I went through my list of favorite films, looking for another film that was also a drama that had some quirkiness and some funny moments. And while it's not exactly in the same vein as Ghost World, because it's kind of off in a world of its own, um, this one still has drama. Um, it has very quirky characters who do funny things. Um, and it's an indie film that probably you haven't heard of. It's from 2003. It's called Off the Map. With Joan Allen, Valentina De Angelis, Sam Elliott. It's directed by Campbell Scott, who is a name you may recognize. He's an actor, uh, mostly, but he has directed some films, including this one. This film is mainly told from the viewpoint of this little girl living with her odd and occasionally screwed up family. Um, and in the course of the film, and it takes place in a remote desert area of New Mexico, they are visited by an IRS agent who wants to audit them. He looks at their strange lifestyle. It kind of inspires him. He quits his job. He lives with them, and he ends up affecting their lives in different ways. Um, Sam Elliott is great in this movie. He plays a um, depressed individual. There's an hysterical scene in this movie involving him and a glass of water that just had me laughing quite a bit. Um, but I haven't seen this film in like 16, 17 years, so I don't remember a lot about it. I just know that at the time it really hit me. It immediately went on my list of favorites, and it's been there ever since. Um, Someday I need to check out the commentary and kind of refresh my mind with the movie. But yeah, Off the Map, 2003. Another drama with a lot of goofy, well, not goofy. They have quirks. They're unusual characters with moments of comedy. So if it sounds good, check it out. Okay, on the bookshelf segment this time around, I'm going to keep it quick. These are just two books that I've picked up recently. Last time around, I picked up this book by P.J. Thorndike, and it's all about a certain kind of film in a certain era, and it's all dressed up to be VHS looking. And I realized I had another book in my Amazon cart, just waiting for me to buy it, with the same design, same author. This one, Barbarians at the Gates of Hollywood, looks at sword and sorcery movies of the 1980s, whereas this book dealt with occult horror films of the 70s. This one deals with, as I said, sword and sorcery films of the 80s. And like the other book looked at the obvious candidates and obscure films, this one does the same. So obviously you have Conan, but you also have movies like Stormquest. I don't even know if I've heard of that one. So this one looks at over 40 movies from the 1980s. So again, little capsule reviews looking at each of those films. So if you're into that, check this out. The other book is one that is in the vein of some other books I've picked up recently, where it's a book all about a certain actor and his entire filmography with reviews, or at least descriptions and reviews of all of the films. And it's by Robert Knott, The Films of Randolph Scott. Of course, if you've been watching this channel, you know I've been into westerns, especially B-westerns, but westerns in general. Randolph Scott is one of my favorite western actors, and so a book all about all of his films is a no-brainer. So yeah, it looks at each film as it goes through his career, gives the credits, cast, synopsis, and then the author talks all about the films. So you could take this book and go through his entire career and get an education all about Randolph Scott and his work. So, yeah, this is from McFarland, who do a lot of neat books, a lot of neat film books, for those fans of Randolph Scott. So if that's you, check this out. And that'll do it for this episode of the Cinematic Attic. Until next time, everyone, enjoy your movies. Don't hate on movies. They're all wonderful in some way.